What up, gamers? Proud to report I have the ultimate first world problem story. You ready for this one? Yesterday was my last tennis class. It finished around 7:15, something like that. So I said, hey wife, hey daughter, how about I bring home some dinner? They said, yeah, it's a great idea. So I ordered, I don't want to put the restaurant on blast, okay? Because it could be the app's fault. 5:30-ish p.m., I used something I never used on Uber Eats before, scheduled pickup. Because I wanted to make sure that after tennis, it's 7:15, you got to get home so that you can help out domestically. I wanted to make sure like it was basically ready to go as soon as I finished my class, okay? So Uber Eats, order the food, very normal order of food for 3 people. I said, let me pick that up at 7:15 to 7:30. They said, no problem, see you then. Had my tennis class, it was a great time. Drive to the restaurant after the tennis class, and I look at my phone and it says, your food will be ready at 7:48. I said, well, I said 7:15 to 7:30, and you've had an hour and 45 minutes to like make that reasonable timeline, but that's okay. Things happen, 7:48, whatever. I walk around trying to find some place to go, like maybe buy some groceries. Turns out every grocery store in this neighborhood closes at 6 p.m. because I guess no people actually live there. No worries. So I killed, 20 minutes waiting for the food. I'm 3 out of 10 cheesed off at this point, but nothing, you can't get over just by listening to like one Rage Against the Machine song. 7:48, I get a ping, boom, on my phone. It says, your order's ready. I say, sick, let's go. I go to the restaurant. I walk inside. I show them my order. They go, yeah, it's right here. Then they look at the receipt and go, oh, wait a minute, that's not your order. And then all hell breaks loose. The lady's scurrying around the restaurant. She's looking in pots. She's looking at like behind walls that I can't see. She's checking under tables and stuff. And then she goes, oh, it'll just be like 10 minutes. And I say, okay, well, now I'm at like a 5 because I thought that you were like on the ball and you would send a message to the app that is like at 7:48, the food will be here. But instead, maybe the app was just like, your food will be ready at this point unless something went terribly wrong. She said 5-10 minutes, no problem. I said, okay. I sit on a park bench outside looking at my phone for 10 minutes. I go back in, show the order, and it's a different lady this time. And she goes, we're very sorry, but we actually didn't start making your food. We're going to start making it right now. This takes me up to, I would say, maybe an 8 out of 10 in terms of my annoyance level. And she says it'll be 10 minutes. I say, okay. I go back and I sit on the park bench. It took 15 minutes, but whatever. The food takes as long as it takes. And I also am aware that they probably didn't want to tell me like how long it's actually going to take. And then a guy walked it out to me and said, hey, we're really sorry about this. And I said, hey, it's no problem. Shit happens. And then we kind of looked at each other because I was waiting for him to be like, hey, we threw in like a couple of drinks because of the fact that we made you wait like over an hour basically from when the food was supposed to be here. And then he just said, okay, have a good night. And I said, okay, have a good night. No partial refund, no drinks, didn't throw in like a yummy custard or something or a couple of dorayaki for dessert. Just said, here's that food you ordered 3 hours ago. So let this be a cautionary tale. I can't tell you whose fault it is. Occam's razor for me is when you use Uber Eats scheduled pickup, it prints the ticket at the restaurant when you make the order. And then probably what I ordered before the dinner rush. They got busy. They triaged the ticket like down the line. And eventually at some point it just got purged out of the consciousness, out of the short-term memory. That's okay. It happens. I will never be using the Uber Eats scheduled pickup again as long as I live. I will go back to the restaurant because I've been to this restaurant 75 times and this is the first bad experience. So I'm going to say like a 99.2% satisfaction rate is pretty good. But I will never be using the Uber Eats pickup function, scheduled pickup as long as I live. But it kind of like, it fucks up your whole night. Now instead of eating dinner at like 7:20, we're eating dinner at like 8:20. I got to make overnight oats. I got to take a shower after tennis class. I got to give my daughter a bath. I got to read her 3 stories. I got to put her to bed. Like that shit. I don't want to be overly dramatic, but it's gonna take like 48 hours to work the kink out of my schedule as a result of the. That's a bit much. You don't know what it's like, man. That being said, I did put a little extra almond milk in the overnight oats. Ooh. How'd you self-soothe during that? I was listening to Rage Against the Machine on the way home. Really loud. And then when I pulled into the garage, I turned it like way down and then changed, I hit like skip song like 10 times so that when my wife drives our daughter to daycare, it's not like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. That shit does go crazy after you do what someone told you to do. Was the food good at least? Yeah, the food was as good as I expected it to be, which actually pissed me off more because if it was bad, I would have been able to be like even angrier. Unfortunately, it was pretty tasty. But also, I don't want to out the restaurant yet again, but it is food that takes about 8 minutes to make. Like when you go eat it at the restaurant, you give them the order and then the food arrives at your table, like I would say approximately 7 to 11 minutes later. Who do you direct your anger at? Well, honestly, I think I'm a caricature of myself, so I directed my anger inwards. I said it is a moral failing to use a delivery app, and I've paid for that convenience. I've incurred a karmic debt, and then the extra hour that I had to wait was me paying off that karmic debt. So next time, ham sandwiches for dinner. Sorry. Had a similar situation this week. I ordered kebab, wait 20 minutes. Homie asked me, what are you waiting for? The audacity? No, I wouldn't do anything, but I'd be pretty annoyed. I would be pretty annoyed. I'm a cook and it's definitely Uber Eats' fault. Why'd you order pickup from the app instead of calling them or something? No disrespect, but you're compromised because you work in the industry. If they can't handle the Uber Eats order from the app, why do they have it enabled? I mean, you want to have your cake and eat it too? You want the delivery app to serve as a one-stop shop to order stuff from your restaurant conveniently without having your own website for online ordering? Okay, then fucking handle the orders. I'm not blaming anybody. You're blaming me, and then you're blaming the app, and you're completely absolving the kitchen of this situation, okay? Everybody, yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm innocent as always, but I feel like the restaurant shares a little bit of the blame in there. Dude needs to go work in a restaurant for a week. Me, when the food that said it was going to take 15 minutes takes an hour, this is the customer's fault. What the fuck are you talking about, Carmi? All you sell is Italian beef. Somebody came in and ordered an Italian beef sandwich. Why is your heart rate 172?
Get the fuck off my EXPO chef now! Get the fuck off!
What did I say? They got a lot of orders coming in. Some people make mistakes, man. I make mistakes in my job all the time, and my job's way easier than their job. Why can't you just say it seems like the restaurant made a mistake on that one? It's not spaghetti. It's a different kind of spaghetti, okay? Main thing that happens is app orders need to be manually entered by the cashier. Sometimes they just don't punch it in, so we don't know the order existed until people are waiting on it. Well, yeah, okay, listen. If you're a cook, I'm not mad at you. I am mad at whoever ripped the ticket out of the machine. Mad is probably an overstatement. I'm annoyed at the person. At least the weather was nice. And they should have at least thrown in a dorayaki. That's all I'm saying. You make me wait basically an hour for food that I'm not going to say the name of. You at least throw in a couple dorayakis there. Come on, man. You order Korean fried chicken, you don't order a drink, they throw in a drink. And they say, here's a little Coca-Cola Classic on the house. And that's when it arrives on time. Probably. I hear the rice cooker going upstairs. We probably got time to play some bandle. Rice cooking deserves a tasty rice. Do, 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 do. You know what I'm talking about? REM poster? The washed rice in the basin, heating up so slow. Cook it with pressure so the water goes. Every molecule soaks into a grain of rice, and it gets so much softer. Rice cooking. Cooking up that rice. Dinner's coming soon. That song is supposed to be Night Swimming by REM. But with the lyrics changed to be about rice cooking. Why is your REM also Belle and Sebastian? We should be so lucky. That'd be like, Judy cooked the saddest rice. Cooked it in a pot when she was young. She couldn't afford a rice cooker. She had to cook it on the stove for once. Judy never ate her rice except when she was eating. Sorry.